Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Norm's Friends. Come on in, get in that recliner, your most comfortable seat, spread out on the couch. Welcome again. I'm David B., the readings guy. 603-404-9338. Biffid@yahoo.com. Tarot readings, crystal ball readings, psychic readings, mediumship, and even psychometry. I hardly ever get to give that a go, but I enjoy that. Anyway, so we'll start off by saying I was supposed to have a guest, DJ Darren Roy. No show, so we won't be seeing him. I confirmed with him this morning. I gave him the address. I told him to be here by 4:45, no later. I waited downstairs. No one. So, poor me. It's just me today. So, what do you say we get going with our usual? Our famous quote and then our fun facts. Hold on. And as I look at my famous quote, I forgot to write down who said it. But I think it was a female, though, I think. All right? Short and sweet, and it's very true. A day without laughter is a day wasted. I'm telling you, laughter is such great food to lift your spirits, to let your spirits soar. You know, if you laugh for even 5 seconds, that's 5 seconds. You're not stressing yourself out with the crappy stuff that's been going on in your life or whatever. So it's true. A day without laughter is a day wasted. There you have it. All right. And today, the fun facts are opossum, and just so you know, when I read these, they kept interchanging possum and opossum, and but at the difference was between possum and opossum. Opossum, their tails are hairless. Possums have hair on their tails. Other than that, I guess they're almost identical. So. And of course, I only did 5 fun facts because I was expecting the guest who ghosted me today. So, anyway, that's the story with that. So, let's get to these fun facts with opossum. 1. I mean, we knew this, but do we really know why? I don't think so. I didn't. I think this is very, very cool. All right? They can't choose when they play dead. Imagine that. Perhaps the most famous characteristic of the opossum is its tendency to play dead in front of predators. When the animal experiences intense fear in the face of danger, it seizes up and flops to the ground where it can remain for hours, staring blankly ahead and sticking out its tongue. It's an impressive defensive mechanism. Have you ever seen it, by the way? It's pretty cool. But its effectiveness can't be chalked up to the possum's acting skills. Get this, here's the clincher. Possums have no control over when they play dead or for how long they do it. The comatose-like state is an involuntary reaction triggered by stress. How do you like that one? A gift from God, right? How do you save yourself? Give it up, as I always say. Give it up. All right, fun fact number 2. I thought this was kind of neat also. They slow the spread of Lyme disease, so don't go whacking them with shovels when you see them. Even if possums aren't the cutest creatures in the forest, they should be a welcome addition to your backyard. So leave them alone. Unlike other mammals that carry ticks and therefore spread Lyme disease, possums gobble up 90% of the ticks that attach to them. See that? According to the National Wildlife Federation, a single possum consumes 5,000 of the parasites per tick season. Encourage them to come live with you. That means the more possums that are in your area, the fewer ticks you'll encounter, and the likelihood of you getting Lyme disease plummets. So if you see them, because they have their babies anywhere. I've seen them in corners of garages, in the corner of a house. Leave them be. All right, fun fact number 3. Their memories are surprisingly sharp. Opossums have impressive memories, at least when it comes to food. Well, like anyone, I guess, right? Researchers found that possums are better at remembering which runway led to a tasty treat than rats, cats, dogs, and pigs. See that? They can also recall, get this one, amazing. They can also recall the smell of toxic substances up to a year after trying them. Imagine? Wow. Their fun fact number 4. Their eyes aren't totally black. One of the opossum's most recognizable features is its pair of opaque eyes. Opossum eyes do have whites and irises, but because their pupils are so large, their eyes appear completely black from a distance, like a cat when it's getting ready to pounce at you, right? The exaggerated pupil dilation is thought to help the nocturnal animals see after the sun goes down. Well, like a cat, did you ever see their pupils at night? Group, almost the whole eye. And that's also when you can tell they're ready to attack you if you have them as a house pet. All right, fun fact number 5. They're immune to most snake venom. While most animals look at a snake and see danger, a possum sees its next meal. The animals are immune to the venom of nearly every type of snake found in their native range, the one exception being the coral snake. Possums take advantage of this adaptation by chowing down on snakes on a regular basis. Even another reason to let them come around your garden and stuff, right? Snakes won't be eating the roots of your plants or whatever they do. And they won't be killing the cute little bunnies either. All right. Researchers have been trying to harvest possum anti-venom powers for decades. A few years ago, a team of scientists made progress on this front when they recreated a peptide found in possums and found that mice, given the peptide and rattlesnake venom, were successfully protected from the venom's harmful effects. There you have it. And I'm going to add my own little fun fact. It says their memories are sharp, but they're really, really not with it. I mean, I saw this one time and I couldn't believe it. I was like at a stoplight, all right? I was the first car in line, and there were cars coming this way, all right? And we're all stopped, and a possum starts crossing the street, all right? He's about 1 inch from the front wheel of the car, and the light turns green. Everybody starts moving. I don't know if he's seen him or not, but you'd think the possum would stop or whatever, or turn around like a squirrel does, right? Nope, the car went, and it just proceeded to walk right in front of the back tire and get squished. So, anyway, that's the fun facts for opossums. I actually like them. I think they're cute. They don't bother you. They're not, they won't attack you. And this is years ago. It's got to be a good 25 years ago, maybe more. But a friend of mine, this is going back to Medford, those days, right? I go over his house. So he says to me, he says, David, come here. Check this out. What is this? What are they? He said. So we go in, and he had like, here's, it was a big old farm. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Good afternoon. I guess you know that North Korea has missiles pointed at us. You know that, right?
I didn't know it, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah, well, didn't he get Russia with missiles? Didn't he get China with missiles? And soon Iran will be having missiles pointed this way because we're letting them finish their job to how to make them.
That's right.
But the point is, this clown we have leading the country, his top priority is climate control and global warming. So, all this, we're threatened with all these missiles, and what's his top priority? Global warming. What a clown.
Right. He is a clown.
He's as useless as a glass eye looking through a keyhole. I just want to say thank you and have a great day.
Thank you for calling. I love it. Yeah, you're exactly right. And to expand on that, that's right. He is a clown. His number one priority is that ESG bull. And what's his second priority? Illegal aliens. Right? This guy, he wants to, naturally, by executive order, he wants to do away with Medicare Advantage plans. Right? He wants to cut away our Medicare. People like me that contributed, and I worked. I'm 70 years old. I've been working. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. It's the energy lady. Where's your crystal ball today?
No, well, I was supposed to have a guest, and he didn't show up, so no crystal ball. Imagine, poor me.
Are you going to read?
What would you like me to read?
What do you have?
I have optical calcite, I have fluorite, and I have tarot cards.
Give me the fluorite.
All right. Didn't we do that last week, or did we use the calcite last time?
I think it was a calcite.
Oh, all right. I used the fluorite just the other day with a neighbor of mine. She was intrigued by it. All right. All right, here we go. The letter W. I'm seeing the letter W, so I guess surprise, surprise from whoever their name starts with a W. Big surprise. Okay, who's got... Wait a minute, I'm going to take that back. Never mind who's got. I see... travel here by air. However, I'm not sure if it's you traveling by air to visit somewhere or someone is going to be traveling somewhere to visit you by air. And I see that not too far away. Let's see. All right. What's the number significance the number 54 has? That's loud and clear in here. Whatever significance that has to you. I also see, all right, how can I put this one? All right, for lack of I'm going to try and say this is, you know me, I always try and say it as nice as I can, but somebody for some reason, you're going to come across someone and what an attitude they're going to have. So just be aware of that. You can sort of dismantle that in no time because you know what you're doing, but just be aware of that. That is also on its way. And with the same, is it the same person? I'm going to say it's the same person, yeah, because it's still sort of like a cranky, angry type of attitude. They're not cranky or nasty or in a mean place because of you. But that's how they're going to approach you with that. So, and it's the same person. Be aware of that. And, okay, I'm going to say perhaps you need to literally just sort of sit down and relax and take a nice load off your feet. You know, take some time for yourself. And then finally, here we are with another number, big and bold. So whatever you can make out of this, the number 38. So, and again, they could be lottery numbers if you wrote them down. I mean, maybe you'd have the Powerball numbers. I don't know. But there's the fluorite reading. Maybe next week. Oh, next week, instead, I might bring the crystal ball, but again, just Monday night, somebody gave me, are you ready, a Starman tarot deck, and it's like a tribute to David Bowie. You got to see these cards, pretty cool. So I'll bring those next week. So there you have it, and I can hear me talking in the background, Energy Lady.
No one's talking.
I can hear me. Listen.
Ken?
Yeah, I can hear something back there. Yeah. See it? Yeah, a relay. I could just hear me saying again. I can hear me talking in the background. Are you sure?
Maybe something's wrong with the thing. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. It could be the energy between us. That's what it is. It's because it's spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. All right.
Hear that one.
Yeah.
Hear that one.
Exactly.
And now you're all by only the lonely.
And imagine I got stood up twice by this supposed guest. So.
Well, don't bother with him no more.
No, I'm not gonna.
Let him come to you.
Right. You know the saying, right?
Oh yeah.
Get over on me once, shame on you. Get over on me twice, shame on me. So.
So you see the big 64. What was the other number?
What? No, it was 50. No. 38. I don't know. I know it was 3 something and 50. Was it 54? I forget. See, I forget one because I'm.
64, you said.
All right. Whatever it was, I forget what I doubt if I'll see him again, but you know, when I'm doing this, it's like I'm not really paying attention to what I'm saying, but anyway, I can't stress again, because what's coming again is, and facing a different way. You take a load off your feet. Right, to have a seat and rest, take a load off your feet. You gotta, you know, sort of detoxify for a minute. Well, yeah.
That's funny. Oh, you mean lay back and rest.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't see the numbers coming again. See that? I don't see the numbers coming again. All right. There you have it. Maybe somebody else watching that is watching too, and they'll remember the numbers. So, but if you win Powerball, remember where the numbers came from.
I don't know about that. Nobody knows that one. That's a mystery.
Well, I know, but I mean, if you played the numbers that I gave you and you won Powerball, what are you going to sort of like ghost me? Oh, no.
Listen to me. You don't win on 64 or 38. You have to have 5 or 6 numbers.
Yeah, but I gave you numbers last week, too. I gave you numbers last week.
Yeah, but they change all the time.
Well, yeah, but that's true, but...
We all knew we'd be millionaires.
Well, exactly, I know, but...
You can't know.
You know, I remember, and this wasn't all that long ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, it was some guy won the big Powerball thing, right?
Yeah.
Then they asked him where he got his numbers. Are you ready? And a fortune cookie.
I believe it.
Yeah, I remember that's what he said, and a fortune cookie. So
well, there's millions of fortune cookies, when you go, you get a bag of them.
Yeah, exactly.
So he was lucky to pick the right one.
What do you mean you get a bag of them? I don't go to Chinese restaurant that often, but when I go, how come I only get one Chinese one fortune
When
cookie?
I take out order, I ask for extra.
Oh, do it.
My
Oh,
dog
that.
likes them.
I do actually eat them. I always eat them, by the way. I like them too. Just so you
It's a
know.
treat for my pooch.
Get up, really?
Yeah. Of course, he
Ah.
loves them.
Yeah, but aren't they loaded with sugar?
Yeah, but he don't eat one after the other.
Oh.
Once in a while.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
You
Just
don't do
checking.
that all the time.
Oh. All right. See
I
that?
know my animal. I don't ruin my animal. I love my animal.
Well, that's me with mine. But he eat. Are you ready? He gets a piece of honey turkey breast every day, and I buy.
I believe it. He likes chicken.
Who does?
Your cat.
He does. He likes turkey, chicken, only swordfish and salmon. That's it. And canned tuna. He likes that. And
Yeah.
steak. But, the thick cut sirloin steak. It's got to be that.
Oh, yeah. No fat.
Exactly. That's right. Oh, and
Lean on nothing.
right. I made a thick cut pork chop last night. He had some of that, too.
Yeah, you got to be careful for the pork chop, so that's pork.
Yeah, but I make sure it's cooked.
I don't do my dog with pork at all.
Why?
Because pork is no good for animals.
Why isn't it?
It'll cause worms.
That's if it's not
Chicken,
cooked.
the turkey's all right. You can do beef with rice. That's all right. But I would not do pork.
Yeah, as long as you make sure it's cooked through and through.
No pork for my animals.
All right. All right.
I don't want it to look like little Porky Pig either.
I know. I know, that's true. I know, because that's one of...
Funny.
Yeah, two of my neighbors, they have dogs, and that's what they go. Fred's bigger than my dog. He is. He's bigger than two of the dogs.
Really?
Yeah. Well, one's a Chihuahua, and the other one is like this mini poodle thing.
Oh.
So he is bigger than that. He's 18 pounds.
Mine's a dash hound. It
Ah.
looks like they took a head off of a dash hound and put it on a cow. He's got those colors. They're beautiful.
Oh, really? Nice. How old is
Very
he?
rare, but he's a thoroughbred.
Really? How old is he?
7.
And what's his name?
Knippy?
Well, now I got to ask you, how'd you come up with that? Where'd that come
Well,
from?
Whitney Houston, her nickname was Nippy. So he's a male, so I says, Knippy!
Oh, okay. All right. Very good.
That's a name you'll never hear.
I never heard it before till just now. So you're correct.
It's not in a book. It's not in the books.
See? You'll never hear it
I even have
again.
the spelling, Kinippy.
Knippy. All right. And does he respond to it?
Oh, yes. He talks to me and everything.
Come on, does he?
Honest.
Nice. And
Oh, yeah.
how much does he weigh?
About 14 pounds and a half.
Well, see, Fred's bigger than him.
Yeah. Well, you got a tiger then. They're big.
He's about this big, and he's pretty big. Well, he's like this, he's tall, and but he's big.
He must be cute.
He is. I think he is. And he loves everyone. Everybody in the building knows him because he walks around.
Oh, that's so nice.
He walks around.
That's so nice.
Yeah, and in the warm weather, I take him out, and he doesn't go far. I take him out, and I put him down, and he, goes does not far, 10, maybe 15 feet, and that's it. And then, yeah. And
That's all right.
yeah, and he's always, he keeps turning around to make sure I haven't ditched him.
Well, I hope you don't.
No, I wouldn't. Not after this now. 11 years, imagine.
They're lovable.
Yep, they are. They are. All right, listen, I'm going to let you go because I didn't finish my opossum story. So I want to finish my opossum story.
I like them. They hang upside down when they sleep.
That's right, with the tails. That's right. They do. So I'm going to finish.
They're adorable.
They are. I'm going
All right, I'll let you go so you can finish your possum.
Okay, thanks for calling.
Bye.
And thank you.
Bye.
Enjoy your week. Bye. All right, so I'm going to finish this opossum story. So I go over a buddy of mine's, and like I said, he bought this old farmhouse in Mitford, no less. Didn't have farmland, though. So the garage was big, and, it was the regular garage, and it was like a barn, really. So it had the door for the, a two-bay garage. And one of them you could drive a car in, and basically the other one was like storage. So he goes, come here. He says, what is this? And as soon as you open the door, there was, like a burlap sack on the floor, and here's the mother with, I don't know, 2, 3, or 4 baby ones. They were like this big. So he says to me, I couldn't believe it. He says, I don't know what they were. He says, I was thinking of shoveling them. And I told him he better not, and he didn't. And then he was glad he didn't, because then he even said how cute they were. So that's the opossum story. So, but they are, I wouldn't want to get bit by them. If you ever see their teeth, they're like needles. They'd have no problem. So, I'd rather get bit by my cat than an opossum. Anyway, so much for that. So, let's go back to all these places have missiles at us, and I know this administration couldn't care less. And sadly, they say he's our leader, but he's really not much of a leader, is he? I don't think. And I just think, I'll say it again and again, he's not really president. It's Obama 3. And the White House is really down the vineyard. So much for that. Oh, I know. Has anybody seen on Tucker Carlson? Yes. I watch, but I don't watch it live because I can't afford it. I have to watch it the next day when you can watch it for free. The January 6th videos, the first one he puts on, I loved it. It just shows people, wandering through. And he was saying, I loved it, because he was saying how the J6 committee hired some producer to do the footage for them. And one part I thought was extremely interesting to me was he shows this footage of this crowd in the Capitol, in the rotunda. Big crowd, not doing anything, sort of just mulling around, interacting with each other. Not really much going on. And then they show the same video clip after the producer had added sound effects to it. And it sounds like all the, like this crowd really, rearing to go with, that hyped up type stuff. That frenzy type crowd noise of screaming and chanting and this and that. So, and they don't tell you what, just so all you woke people out there that don't want to believe it, although it's video, all you woke people out there, they don't tell you how to think. They don't tell you should think this. All they do is tell you to watch, and you decide for yourself, which is the way it should be. Use your God-given right of free will, which they're trying to take away. Did you see Mr. Schumer last night, that idiot from New York, after Monday night's viewing of the J6 footage? Schumer's got the nerve, we have a First Amendment right, he's got the nerve to get up there and say, actually on the Senate floor, and tell Fox News not to let Tucker Carlson show any more of that footage, because it just shows what liars they are, big time liars. And of course, you people, not everyone, but you know who you are. You take it hook, line, and sinker, and you can't get enough of it. And when something like this comes along that shows the actuality, things as they actually happen, with no script, no sound effects, no editing, it's a whole different story, and you don't want to believe it because it doesn't sensationalize what they want you to believe, what their talking point is, because it differs from that. And what he did say, and I agree with him, was, like Schumer, he's saying it's an attack on democracy. How is being democratic and being transparent a threat to democracy? And, I liked it because he says, why are they up there? They're telling Fox News not to allow Tucker to show any more video. Why are they calling it a threat to democracy? Because they're in panic mode, because the lies are coming out. And of course, it's like these woke people, they're on like the same boat as Muslims. Why do Muslims get upset if you say anything about fraudulent Muhammad saying that he's God? I mean, that's all smoke and mirrors. And so is this. And it's the same reason why the Muslims get upset. They call it blasphemy. No, because you're exposing the truth to them, and all the lies are exposed. When you expose, they want you to believe everything they want you to believe except the truth. When it comes to the truth, then it's a threat to democracy. It's Islamophobia, which is, they're going to use that from here to kingdom come, and people are going to self-impose Sharia, but not this guy. Anyway, but so much for that. Need I digress? Let's move on. Anybody, if you want a reading, you want to make a comment, you got a question about tarot, mediumship, any kind of question, if you got any sort of interesting little tidbit you want to share with us, 603-640-3091. Feel free. I welcome comments, critiquing, you name it. Don't be shy. So let's move on. Let's turn it to a positive note. Today, the weather was fantastic, wasn't it? Maybe, hopefully, spring will be here for sure in no time, although I think, are they talking about more snow? And again, I don't mind the snow, but it should have been, December and January. You want to give us 5 feet of snow, fine, give it to us, but not 2 weeks before springtime. I don't get it. And so much, by the way, for climate warming. They changed it though. Climate change. Right? There's no climate warming, because otherwise we'd have no snow now. Everything would be melted. We'd have palm trees up here if there was global warming. There isn't any. Stop believing them. And here, I just want to mention this to show you how fake these green energy people are. The most efficient form of energy, all right, produces doesn't pollute at all, is nuclear energy. Yet they're against nuclear energy. Why? Because they can't control you with the way about you can't do this, you got to give up your farmland, you can't raise cows because the cows fart. I can't believe people really believe that. It's ridiculous. And they keep going and going and going. Oh, and again, I saw in the news, and it was even where they up the State House in New Hampshire. Was it yesterday or the day before? The transgenders. They have a same-sex attraction, is what they have. I'm sorry. A 10-year-old kid does not. A 10-year-old boy or a 10-year-old girl does not say, I'm not a girl, I'm a boy. My name is, my name isn't Ann. My name is Antoine. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. Let me tell you.
Hey, Mr. Whoopi, what's happening?
Oh, nothing too much.
What do you mean? How come?
I read an article in the paper today about a school teacher who got suspended last October. I think he's a vice principal.
Yeah.
And they're still paying him.
Why'd he get suspended? Let me guess, because he didn't call a student they, he called it a him.
There's nothing in the paper about the reason why.
Huh.
Private, it's, what do they call it, privacy in their contract. It's not...
Wow.
$76,000 a year.
Nice work if you can get it, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, I hope the guy's not a perv. You know, it's just like I read the other day. It was some school teacher. Did you see it? I think she's in California, though, so naturally everything is fine and dandy. But it shows her. She's way out here. She was impregnated by a 13-year-old student.
Oh.
So I guess he got an education.
What'd she look like?
She wasn't my type, that's for sure.
It's a wonderful world.
Isn't it? I'm telling you.
Yes.
And getting better by the minute. It's unbelievable.
Right.
Unbelievable. We can change it, though, one step at a time.
Yeah.
That's what they tell us, anyway.
Yeah. Not the way they're rallying up in Concord and up in...
The transgender kids were up there yesterday, which is a joke.
Yeah.
They don't need that stuff in school. We never had it in school when I was a kid, and everybody seemed to grow up just fine.
Yeah, we never ended up in behind the barn. Oh, wait a minute, I did.
See, lucky you. I grew up in the suburbia, so we didn't have barns.
Well, I grew up in Mass, down in Lawrence, just outside of Laurel.
Right, yeah, I do. I know what Lawrence is too. The first labor strike in the world, Lawrence.
Yeah, that's right.
See that? Leave it to Mass. And they're still sort of, progressive in that sense, but good for them. I'm glad I'm not there.
When I was growing up, you could leave the keys in your car and the doors open.
That's right, you could. Get this. The first place I moved, because, rent was expensive always for me back then, I got an apartment in East Boston, right? Because that was the cheapest rent. So I get this apartment in East Boston, whatever, third floor of a triple-decker. And I had a convertible there. I used to leave, it was the same thing. I'd leave the top down at night, and nothing ever got disturbed in the car. Really?
I seen a guy pull his car into a parking lot of one of the stores, right?
Yeah.
Top down. He turns around, he uses his fob to lock his car. He got the top down and he's locking the doors.
Right. They could steal everything in the car, but if you use the fob, then the car won't start without that thing. That's why they do it. They can't. They could take the steering column off and not start the car. But I know that cracks me up. Unbelievable.
How about a reading today, sir?
Well, optical calcite, fluorite, or taro?
Fluorite.
Oh, another fluorite. All right. It's green, so that must be the color of the day. I like it. It's a nice green to look at. All right, right away.
That's the Irish in me. That's why.
Oh, see, that's why I didn't even think of that. That's right. Everybody must has St. Patty's on their mind, whether they realize it or not. It's in their subconscious.
Right.
All right. First off, I see a little obstacle coming your way. Not a big one. A little obstacle. Not really a big problem. You'll be able to work it out with virtually very little effort and energy, sort of, focused on it to work it out on your behalf the way you want it. But in that, you'll notice that soon. See, well, who's into bow ties? Who do you know that's into bow ties?
Fritz Weatherby.
Well, that's true. He is. And also, all right. Here's another one for you. Watch out for bees, bumblebees. They're heading your way, so heads up on that one. That'll be a little while, but mark my words, you're going to notice bumblebees. No question about it. No question. Wow. Definitely. No avoidance there.
It'll be in the summertime then.
Well, they'll be out soon. They'll be out. The flowers come out, the daffodils come out, they'll be out. You'll see, but you're going to see a lot of them. And also the squirrels, but that's even further away. A squirrel, and who's into? And I know the Florida is green, but who's into bluebirds? Who's into bluebirds? I see a nice bluebird. That's a ways off too, but so keep your eyes out for that. I don't know how they chirp, but maybe that might be something. All right. All right, here we are. I see the letters A and F, if that means anything to you, whatever significance that has, the letters A and F. And somebody around you, I'm going to say, I don't know if it's you have an interest, but somebody around you has got an interest in birds. Because I'm seeing a lot of birds in here. So, and it's not, messages from spirit. I think for some reason, I don't think that's what it is, because I think when you get messages from spirit. And so I also see, a bag of Hershey Kisses coming your way. Don't laugh. They're coming your way.
What is?
Hershey Kisses.
Oh.
The little chocolate things in the tin foil. I see that they're heading your way. All right, I'm just going to say this because this is coming up soon too. Who do you know that's just recently is talking about going back to church? I see that in here also. If somebody, you'll find out soon. If they haven't broached the subject with you about that, they're going to. You'll be hearing about that. And finally, let's end with, and I wouldn't mind this coming up for me either. I see a nice crab dinner coming up for you. And it's not fish, it's definitely crab, because I see crab specifically. And I don't think it's because
crab cakes?
Well, it could be crab cakes, but it's definitely crab. Definitely crab. So, by the way, I love crab cakes.
So do I.
So, anyway, I don't really remember all I said, but I know I gave you some letters and stuff like that. So there you have it. And
All right, Dave. Thank you.
you're very welcome. Find out more about that principle. I'm curious now that you brought it up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just in a there was a privacy thing, you know.
But in
their contracts, I guess they can't discuss it. But the union leader is asking for a right to know law.
Oh, okay. I know the freedom of information. I don't know why. I don't know why they can't tell us, because it's it's all this is done with public money. So maybe because it's got something to do with a juvenile. Oh well.
Yeah, who knows?
All right.
It'll come out. It'll come out and everything.
It will. All right. Hey, thanks for calling. Enjoy your week. The weather was beautiful today, so.
Are you going to be on Mary's show tomorrow?
I might, because I don't have any plans tomorrow. I just might. I just might. So yeah, you can call up and finish the story. Let us know about this principal. What he's.
Yeah.
All right.
Just check it out in the paper. That's all.
All right. I'll go on. Well, I'll go online and see if I can find the story. All right. All right,
All right, Dave. You take care.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Thanks for calling, Mr. Whoopi. Enjoy your week.
Right, you too.
Okay, see ya.
All right.
Bye. All right, so, wow, we only got 10 minutes left. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to cut the cards. I'm going to shuffle the cards up, and I'm going to cut the cards, and we'll see, in general, what's in store for the week. Let's just see what kind of week's in store for us. I'm gonna, the phone. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Good, and you?
Mary, how are you today? Did you hear Mr. Whoopi just mentioned you?
I know.
He did. He asked me if I was going on your show tomorrow. Yeah, he said you're going on Mary, cruising with Mary tomorrow. Imagine. Wow.
See, you got people who like you. I got people who say, is he coming on? Is he coming on? I said, whenever he has time, he will come on.
Right. Well, see, and it's funny because I just told him, I have no plans for tomorrow, so I'll keep my fingers crossed.
Come on in.
Yeah. Now, wait, last week was crappy. Was it crappy weather? Was it last week or the week before?
Yeah, last week was kind of crappy with rain, sleet, everything.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because I know I was in.
Yep.
How's Miss Kitty?
Oh, Miss Kitty, she's doing good talking. Oh, my God. All you have to do is show her a can of food and she talks. She's gained so much weight in this past month or so with me that she's gained so much weight where she used to sit up and beg for her food. Now she just tries to sit up and she falls over. She can't sit up no more.
So let me ask you, because when I got Fred, but when I had Iggy also, the funniest thing was they each had their own dishes to eat out of. And, Fred wouldn't eat out of Iggy's and Iggy wouldn't go eat Fred's food. I always thought that was amazing.
Yep. All three of them have their own dish, and my Ladina, she has hers, and she don't want nobody near her dish. That's hers.
Good for her. Yeah, because I was going to say, wow, that's funny. That is too funny.
Yeah. They each got their own color.
Yeah.
The other one has got more like an orange cause that fits her.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Crystal is blue. And Ladina, she has a red dish, so they have their own color dish to eat out of.
And they know it. Hey, Mary, Mary, I got a question for you. Whoever you know that's trying to get pregnant, they're going to get pregnant.
Who do I know?
Well, even if you...
Look at my niece.
Well, you'll be getting news from someone soon. I'm going to say a couple of weeks. You'll be hearing soon that someone's pregnant.
Could be one of my nieces.
All right. Well, let me know, because I definitely see, I'm looking in the optical calcite.
Yeah, and last time I talked to you, you said I was going to get a few surprises, and boy, did I ever get surprises.
Really?
People I haven't seen in a long time.
Wow.
Then I heard of a death that with someone never let me know, but I found out by mistake.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine. Hey, now I got a question for you. Do you ever get woken up by crows?
By a crow?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I see that coming too. You'll see. There's going to be a
Yeah,
crow.
I have them over here. I got all kind of different animals over here.
All right. Well, you'll see. You'll be waking up by a caw. I can't stand them. The crows.
Well, they're noisy.
They are. It's like, all these other birds chirp. They scream.
Yeah. Yeah, the crows
Yeah.
really do.
I know. Hey.
They're fighters, too, when it comes to food.
They what?
Yeah, fighters when it comes to food.
I know, they are.
For their food.
I know. I get mad because, I'll throw, the little birds will be around and I throw the bread, away. And the poor little things are going after it. And I know the crows come and chase them away.
Yeah.
I get mad. I get upset. It's like, it's not for you guys. Hey, are you having guests tomorrow? What's the story? For Cruising with Mary tomorrow, 5 to 6. Who's your guest? Can you say? Do you want to say or not?
But I'm gonna tomorrow. I'll be giving out a free pizza.
Ooh! Oh, I'm coming for sure.
Yeah, free pizza. So someone's gonna have to call in. They're gonna have to be the 5th caller
Whoa!
to call in on that free pizza. There's a catch to it, because whoever gets the pizza,
Yeah.
they have to, whether they like it or not, they have to give me the name so I can tell them who's coming in to get the pizza.
Good. Yeah. Hey, why not?
Yeah, because they want the name.
Yeah.
Who gets it? You just can't walk and say, hey, I want a pizza.
Right.
You can't do that.
Good.
So I have to let them know, whoever wants the pizza.
Excellent. Nice. I could eat pizza every day for every meal. I love pizza. I love pizza. Imagine.
Yeah, I like it in the morning.
Well,
I like
I have
pizza
to.
in the morning. I don't mind it cold.
I don't mind it cold either, but I have to take it back. I don't think I'd want it first thing in the morning. Now that I think of it, lunch and supper, I could eat it every day. I'm not so sure about breakfast.
Yeah, and everything. I don't know if you can let her talk or not. What?
Oh, I heard her. No.
Yeah.
Is that Miss Kitty?
Yep, Miss Kitty, look what I got. Miss Kitty.
Yeah.
What you got, Miss Kitty?
What?
You want this can? She tries to sit up so much, but she can't. She's too fat now.
Too funny. Too
Wait,
funny.
She hears my Ladina talk to me.
Does she?
And Ladina calls me Ma.
Oh,
now this
yeah.
one calls me Mom.
Neat. See, she's got to outdo her.
Mom.
She's got to outdo her. Well, you can't blame her. She wants to make sure she's fitting in.
Yep, they want their food, that's for sure. That's their food, right. They eat right about this time, they have their supper. Yes.
So, anyway, Mary, I don't have much time left, but like I said, I got no plans, so
Alrighty.
I got my fingers crossed for tomorrow, especially...
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow then.
All right, tomorrow, 5 to 6 p.m., same place, same channel. Cruising with Mary. Same time, that's right. All right.
Different day.
Very good. All right, thanks for calling, Mary.
Alrighty,
We'll see. Thanks, bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
All right, so I only have a couple of minutes left, so there you have it. Another ghosted by a guest episode. And remember that if you want a reading, a tarot reading, psychic reading, mediumship, what am I leaving out? Crystal ball reading. David B., the readings guy, 603-404-9338. biffid@yahoo.com. You can send me anything you want. I can handle it. I'm tough. And there's two things, please, 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 whatever you do, remember these two things. One, you can't be dumb if you want to be free. Again, you can't be dumb if you want to be free. And more importantly, you are a winner.